This is the Shifting Earth event. Every single Shifting Earth event that we had in Elden Ring Nightreign has been nothing related to anything else. Like, we've never had a themed Shifting Earth event. Like, Nockletare is like somewhat like Nockstella, but like not even that. The Divine Tower isn't here though. I know there's like a lot of architecture in the background too as well though. Like, look at this. Looks like a whole ass thing down there. And there's this fucking thing that's broken off. So I don't know how big this place is gonna be. Oh, there's a Divine Tower here. Never mind. There it is. So I'm guessing it's like further down this way to the right. Wait, there's the Divine Tower. So you have to go up that thing to go fight the Divine Beast. Tis what it seems like.
I suppose it must.
Mount Stop is basically Mount Stop of the Giants, no? True. 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 Actually, the enemies are different, right? Oh, there's like the snow trolls. That's about it, though. Oh, you did the dragon, though, so yeah, I guess so. I guess so. The crater is Volcano Manor? No. I don't know about that one. Yeah, it kind of looks similar to Crystal Cave because there's crystals, but like, you know, it's not really Crystal Cave. If we're gonna be real. Like, there's these weird trees. This looks like the trees that you see in Sin, right? In Dark Souls 2 DLC. What's the news on the DLC? It's gonna come out on December the 4th or the 5th. Okay. That shit looks clean as hell though. It kind of looks like the Flower Stone Gavel type of... No, not really. Same color at least. But like it transforms like a weird squid thingy. Where did she pull it out from? W analyzing, yeah.
The aftermath of the long night.
Yeah, both of them are Bloodborne references. They honestly both dress like Bloodborne NPCs as well. This is the closest that we're gonna get to Bloodborne in this game. The threaded cane. But without the thread. It's just a cane. Closer than the Duchess? Maybe. Bloodborne 2 2027? Sure. Wonder what skins I'll get? They said the word hunt? True. Duskbloods? I mean, Duskbloods has like, it covers many different aesthetics. Because like, that's the game. It's like, it takes place and it goes to like back in time. There's like time travel in Duskbloods. So like, and one of the aesthetics that it goes back to is kind of similar to Bloodborne. But you know, in Duskbloods there's also fucking like dinosaurs and like futuristic trains and shit. So yeah. Didn't tease the new skins, which is the big L. I think some things, I mean, they literally teased everything. Like they teased the 2 new bosses, the 2 Nightfarers, and the Shifting Earth event. And also a raid as well, and a Gladius raid. So they basically showed everything. Some things need to be left alone for us to discover ourselves, you know, and find out when we get to the game. Sabo, I'm injured. You fucked me up. What do you want? I'm not playing with you anymore, you're dangerous. $15 is nothing? No. I mean, the Dark Souls DLCs are about that much. Be nice to Staba? She made me like bleed everywhere, my hand and my arm. I mean, to be fair, I was fighting her. And I do it every day. And every single day I'm surprised. Like, oh, she made me bleed. How did this happen? It's maybe because like I'm sticking my hand in like a death machine.
The aftermath of the long night. I suppose it must be fate at work again.
Sure, it's a grab attack, right? Because that's him buffing. There's like the guru under. That's not him spawning, right? Because normally when you first fight him, that's the cutscene. This is what he does in the cutscene. So I wonder if that's the entrance or if that's like an actual grab attack. Because like there is a wilder he's grabbing there. if that was an entrance, he would have just grabbed like a random enemy. If it was entering the boss room.
Can you post a recap after the...
So this has to be a grab. Kurisu, thank you for the donation. Can you post a recap after the stream? Probably. I mean, I can make a video right now and post it. And be like, this is what we're getting out of the Nightreign DLC. I mean, yeah, it's a $15 DLC. This costs just as much as the Painted World of Ariandel. Okay. Can you do a video ranking the DLC trailer? I remember when the Shadow of the Erd Tree trailer dropped. I made a video at top 10 best frames. Like, top 10 frames from the DLC trailer. $15, not 50. It's not gonna be more than the game itself. 15. 2 Night Fairies, 2 bosses, and 1 Shifting Earth event. It'll have skins? Yeah, of course it'll be skins, yeah. Because there's gonna be probably new skins for all the characters and probably ones for these characters too. They fucking better be for the older characters. No new map? There was like never gonna be a new map. Like this game is like is less than half. This DLC is less than half the price of the base game. I didn't think they were gonna add. There's only 1 map in the base game, so I didn't think they were gonna add an entire additional map just for the people that buy the DLC, just for the additional expeditions too. Cat, thank you for the follow. And more is doing a lot of heavy lifting. I mean, the end more is probably just like, you know, skins, maybe the couple new weapons, maybe the new points of interest, you know. There's probably just that type of stuff. Maybe like new relic perks. Some shit like that. New story stuff for the Night Fairies. New spells? Maybe. We'll see. New map seeds would be nice. New map seeds would be really nice. But like, I don't see that happening though, because this is going to be a paid DLC. So like the way they're going to separate it, right, is that the DLC, you're going to have to be to where like you pay for the content and only DLC owners are allowed to access that content. So it has to be separate expeditions. So like when you go into the expeditions menu, there's probably going to be 2 at the bottom that's just specifically for the DLC owners. So they can't have anything from the DLC that goes into the regular 8 expeditions that we already have. So the Shifting Earth event is going to be specific just to those 2 expeditions. Well, except for like the Nightfarers, I guess. The new Nightfarers, whatever. Why did I say March, but it drops in 3 weeks? The thing, the whole March thing was saying that they wanted to drop it by then. That was it. For some reason, I don't know who the fuck did it, but someone came out with an article saying like, oh my god, it's gonna come out in March. But like, it was always, the release date was always fiscal year 2025 for Japan. And the end of the fiscal year 2025 is March. So it was always gonna be by then. I guess their time frame was like December to early 2026, but being that you can't like state, there's no like time frame for that. I guess you could have said winter, whatever. They could have said that instead. But higher ups, I guess they talk via fiscal year. So yeah, that was it. It said Q4, yeah. And we're currently in Q4. I mean, it could have ended up being like, yeah, whatever. But there you go. So that was always going to be before March. But for some reason, someone decided to make an article being like, oh my god, they said March, and then that's it. Deep of Night's matchmaking for only DLC owners. Probably. I'm kind of interested to see how they implement Deep of Night, but yeah. But if it's going to be this specific DLC Deep of Night, that means you're only going to be pulling from 2 different expeditions. Which, that'd be interesting to see. Q4 starts in January? Wouldn't it be December, January, February? I thought March wasn't included. I think that's what I was saying before March, right? Maybe I'm wrong. It's January, February, March. Well, then I don't fucking know then. We're getting it in few weeks, so that's the facts now. Which is fantastic.
The aftermath of the long night.
They do not base release dates on fiscal years. That is true. That's never happened. But the thing is, the reason why they had the fiscal year ship is because someone, I think it was like the on the Japan Bandai Namco site or whatever it was, or the FromSoft site, they actually had it listed as fiscal year. But like everywhere else, if you saw like on Steam, the American Bandai site, all those listed as just regular 2025 Q4 and didn't say anything about fiscal year. So like there was like a miscommunication and nobody really specified. This is why you never like listen to leaks. Always just care about when it's actually gonna happen. This is why I never cared about any leaks for anything. Any single time that we get any FromSoft leak, I just ignore it. Because what's the point in trying to know about something when like you're probably gonna all play it at the same time anyway? Like just knowing about something earlier doesn't do anything. Just always wait until we get something official. And here we are. So there's like arguing when it's gonna get released. Doesn't do anything. Hear the amazing OST in the background?
I suppose it must be fate to work again.
That's probably this boss's OST. Surely.
I suppose it must be fate to work again.
Maybe it's this guy's OST. Artorias OST? Wait, is it Artorias' OST? What? That's an Artorias' OST. No. Scarlet Rot Boss? Yes. I was just saying, oh, he's just saying Artorias. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell are you just talking about? It's like it's an Artorias. So I had me triple for a second. Do shifting earth seeds to have magic resist enemies? Well, if the end boss is the Divine Beast, then... The Divine Beast is not magic resist. I think it depends on like the phase that he goes to, but I think he's weaker to fire damage, right? The Divine Beast. Weaker to fire. No new map is crazy? I don't think so. I think, I don't know. Was anybody actually expecting a new map? For like, if the $40 game had one map, why would the $15 DLC have a new one? Yes, no, I wasn't really. Yeah. I wasn't even expecting a new Shifting Earth. I mean, I was expecting at least that. I said, like, at least 2 Nightfarers, 2 new, like... I thought it was going to be a second Shifting Earth event. I thought it was only going to be... I'm kind of disappointed there's only 1. I thought there was going to be at least 2 of those. But the thing that's more important than a map is new points of interest. Like, a new map can be cool, but new points of interest is more important than a new map. Because all a map does is, like... Like, because if you have a brand new map and you have the exact same point of interests on those map, it's going to feel the exact same. It might be a bit different in terms of, like, navigating certain areas. But, like, the actual... all the map does is connect to the locations. So, like, it's just going to make... The only thing that's going to make it different is just running from place to place. Maybe it makes a difference for, like, Evergel locations and field boss locations. But new points of interest are more important. Why Yui says negative things about my boy Raider? Unsubscribe. I used to love Yui so much. See ya. When did I say anything negative about the Raider? Wonder if the new castle point of interest will be for everyone or only DLC expeditions. I'm guessing everything... I'm guessing it's just going to be DLC expeditions. Yeah, Raider sucks in the new game mode. He's not that good. I'm sorry. Raider is the most boring class. Damn! I didn't say that. Fell off shaking my head. Okay. Well, that's that. That's fantastic. You called the Raider fat? I did. Let's go watch it one more time. Guardian is way worse than Raider? Probably in solo. At least Guardian offers something to his team. And in the new game mode, he can do more damage too. We got the Cuck Knights.
Curse this Dreadlord.
Curse this Dreadlord. Fuck is a Dreadlord? No idea.
I suppose it must be fate to work again.
The main antagonist of the DLC. Cool. Yeah, that is the boss that you see here in the trailer. That's the same, like, head. That you see, like, at this part here. Probably the Dreglord. This fucking thing. Same head. Anyway. Well, that's cool. Is it free? No. It's not free. Predictions for the other Dark Souls content? Surely they drop at least 3 Dark Souls bosses total. I mean, it's probably the same thing. I mean, like, it's probably one for every single game, I'm guessing. So it's probably gonna be like 1 Dark Souls, 1 boss, 1 Dark Souls, 2 boss, and 1 Dark Souls, 3 boss. Maybe another Shadow of the Erdtree boss, and I think it's actually the Divine Beast, so. We might see 1 Dark Souls, hopefully the DLC bosses at least. So hopefully we see someone like Soralone or Funite. Ramina? Ramina could be a thing that happens. Maybe like, I mean, this is the Shifting Earth boss. So maybe the Shifting Earth boss is going to be different to the End of Day boss. So maybe there still is going to be another DLC, Elden Ring boss added to the End of Day. Another Remembrance boss. And hopefully it's a DLC one. Probably someone like fucking Putrescent Knight or some shit. Who knows? ONS? ONS would be nice, yeah. Once Ornstein and Small as an Everjail boss. We already have the Godskin duo as an Everjail boss. It'd be like the same fucking thing. I think ONS would make more sense as an end of day boss because I actually have a second phase. There's still no strength faith character. Yes, there is. This is the strength faith character. The nun with the mace is the strength faith character. The Undertaker. I need 30 man flies to spawn out of an Everjail. That's funny. If the Putrescent Knight has a fan, I am one of them. Nice. It's Arcane? No. The guy with the book is Arcane. It says it right here. Scholar. Boasting impressive levels of Arcane. Undertaker. Abyss. Strength Faith. Another Dex Arcane. It's probably Intelligence Arcane. I'm kind of curious to see what this is like. I don't think it'd be Dex Arcane. Surely not. Maybe, I don't know. Arcane is such a weird stat because like there's nothing for Arcane. You know? Dreg primarily means a sediment that settles at the bottom of liquid. Yeah. I know dregs was used in Dark Souls 3 to describe the deep enemies. The Aldrich Faithful people, right? Because they had the dreg spells. Ring City stuff? Yeah, that too. Blood Dregs and Bloodborne. And Dreg Heap. True. Dreg Heap, right. Yes. Deep of Night foreshadowing? True. Chat is in misinformation. Isn't Arcane help bleed though? Yeah, but Arcane helps proc status effects faster. But like there's not many weapons that actually scale up Arcane. And there's no spells and no catalysts that scale up Arcane either. Like it's just, if you have a status effect weapon, it's just gonna build up the status effect quicker. It doesn't make it do more damage. I mean, some weapons like, you know, Rivers of Blood, Bloody Hellas, Reduvia, Mariah's Executioner's Sword, the Vari's Bouquet. Those things have arcane scalings, but they're still like small arcane scalings. They're actually gonna still scale better in a different stat. So that's why like I'm kind of concerned about an arcane character. I'd say do something and make it to where he has like they add new catalysts in the game or something. I know I think the only way this guy could work is he has like an S scaling and intelligence as well. Even dragon spells? Yes, even dragon spells. The Dragon Communion Seal in Nightreign is a pure faith scaling seal. Spells in all the Souls games don't scale up a particular stat. Spells always scale up whatever catalyst that you're using. So it depends on the seal or the stuff that you use. So you can go ahead and use a Dragon Communion spell in Elden Ring, but you're going to have it with the Claw Mark seal, and it's actually going to scale best of strength, right? It's just going to scale whatever catalyst that you use. Maybe they bring back the Occult Infusion? Maybe? But like even then, like... I don't know. It's still pretty rare to be able to find an Occult Infusion. Does it guarantee to have occult points of interest spawn in? I don't know. Dragon Communion Seal is not a pure faith seal. In Nightreign, it is. Everdark Heolstor there? Who knows about Everdark Heolstor? Who knows? Maybe that's Everdark Heolstor is going to be tied behind the ending for the DLC. Once you do the ending, then it's going to unlock it. And then people are going to be pissed that you have to pay for the DLC to fight Everdark Heolstor. Everdark Heolstor a week before the DLC. Yeah, maybe Everdark Heolstor is going to be like an event that happens that transitions to the DLC. You're right. Surely. Probably not. You get a rot buff from the Dreg. Maybe like the Everdark Heolstor version is just like him summoning into a Nightlord. Do you know how like he cuts open the sky then takes the powers from the other Nightlords? It'd probably be that, but just from these ones instead. If that's it, I'll be pissed. Surely they're gonna do something different. Server alone in DLC? Hopefully. Looking forward to playing Undertaker? I'm looking forward to the Undertaker too. I mean, it gets released in 3 weeks. So I don't think there's going to be early access or anything like that. So I don't think content creators or journalists are going to be able to play it early. Because if they were... it would have happened by now. Who knows? Maybe I get like a fucking a message tomorrow. Be like, hey look. We need to stop with the Godwin. Godwin's not happening. Godwin is not here happening. That dream is dead. Godwin is not real. I'm excited to play the hammer. Hammers are my favorite weapon type. And strength faith is based. Hammer! Look how clean this shit looks too. Bam! We lit. I wonder what skins they have. Okay, chat. Dark Souls skin predictions for this boss. Or for these NPCs. Honestly, this character would have made much more sense to have the freighter skin. Actually, not really. Strength faith. Oh, we need a big hat Logan skin. Patches? I mean, doesn't Duchess have the Patches skin? Paladin Leroy for the Nun. Now we're talking. The Pursuer skin for the Undertaker. The Firekeeper. Gavlan. The Desert Sorceress. I don't think the Abbess is going to be wearing revealing clothing like that. The Dark Souls 3 Sorcerer set? We'll see. We shall see. Anyway. That is that. I'm probably just gonna go work on a video. I'll probably talk about this in the video. So I'm probably gonna end the stream here. We ended up getting Nightreign news. So now we're gonna go focus on that. A Goddess of Rot skin. I don't know why we didn't get any Elden Ring skins. That's what I don't understand. We didn't get any Elden Ring skins. And I don't get it. Did the trailer drop? Yeah, I'm gonna make a video about it, so we're gonna do that. Okay. Well, that's really cool. Shall we get Bloodborne skins? No. Bloodborne cannot be a thing in this game, unfortunately. Until Sony's like, sure, you can have access and permission to the thing that we own. Raid Delia? That's what I was gonna do, yeah. We can finally raid her. Anyway, I'm gonna go work on a video breaking this down just to milk content, because that's what I do. I'm a content milker. Hold up a second. Can I actually click the raid thing? There we are. Okay, we're gonna go raid Delia. There's the raid message. Go spam that. I'm gonna work on a video, and you guys can talk about it in the video and stuff. Make sure you guys check out my katana video as well. I spent a lot of time on that. Give it another watch if you already watched it. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and I will catch you all around. Maybe tomorrow. Play some maybe Expedition 33. We'll see. Anyway, bye-bye. See yous.